Today, I'm gonna be walking to town. Now, you might be thinking, well, yeah, I do that every day. But I live in the middle of nowhere. See, town is 13.5 miles away, and that's like running a half marathon, except for I don't run. I know you're probably thinking, who would come up with such a random and slightly boring idea? Well, let me explain. See, it all started last night when I was mindlessly scrolling through YouTube thinking, how can I start my channel off with a bang? I live in the middle of nowhere. And then it hit me. Oh, I live in the middle of nowhere. I can walk to town. I know, it's a terrible idea, but just give me a break. So I grabbed my backpack and started packing. Only the essentials, of course. Then I set my alarm for 2 hours earlier than I thought I would ever get up. Hey Siri, set my alarm for 8 o'clock.
I turned on your 8 a.m. alarm.
And then I jumped in bed, ready for an adventure the next morning. The first hour or so wasn't too bad. Maybe a little bit boring. The worst part was when I realized that all I'd gone down was our freakishly long driveway. It adds like half a mile. So basically, the goal is to get to Walmart, 13.5 miles away. And at Walmart, or Subway, that's what I'm gonna eat for lunch. So, we got 13 miles to go, starting now. Prove I'm in the middle of nowhere, there's cows. That definitely proves it. Just walking along on my way to get a sandwich. We've reached our first landmark. I didn't tell you, but I made a map. So this is the first landmark, the mailboxes. On the map there are 5 stops. We're at the first, the mailboxes. The next will be the pavement right here. The next will be this little tiny store called the Mercantile. Then the Big R, and then Walmart, where we can get my sandwich. By the way, I'm gonna name my drone Chicken Little. I just thought that was important for you guys to know. So we reached our second landmark, the pavement. We're still technically 12 miles away. I'm going way over yonder. And this is actually the point where I realized it wasn't 13.5 miles. It was actually 20. 13.5 miles if you drew a perfectly straight point between where I was going from where I started. But if I had to follow the roads, which I do, it was actually 20 miles. This was about 7 miles in. This might take a little while. And this was me thinking my drone was about to hit this tree. Oh, no, we're good. Keep walking. I am so close to the third stop. It's just around the corner. Okay, I made it to the little store. Roll the clip. I sat there for about 5 minutes, drinking my soda, wondering if I should go on when I came to this conclusion. I think I'm gonna throw in the towel. I'm giving up. It actually turns out it's a lot more like 20 miles. I also did come up with this plan last night, so if you don't just draw a line. And as I sat there and rambled onto the camera about all my excuses, I realized the only thing I could do for the viewers that spent 5 minutes of their lives watching this video is to come back next week and not make such a lame video. And as I sat there waiting for my ride, I realized I never appreciated cars the way that they should be appreciated. They're more than extremely important. I am eternally grateful for cars. I think I might buy a car now. On my way to get a sandwich.